Now, one of the mistakes that was made by whoever wrote this curriculum is that they're asking you to make an assumption. Let's first of all, let's put all of our 90-degree angles in. That's a 90. This is a 90. This is a 90. On this page, if it looks like 90, we're going to say it's a 90. So I'm going to draw them in. Okay? So, bad on the writers of this curriculum. They should have put that in for us. But we fixed it, right? So, let's go do number 1 here. Got a 3 and a 4. I wonder what the other one is. So this is the hypotenuse. This has to be C. Okay? It has to be C. No exceptions. Because it's across from the 90-degree angle. The 3 and the 4 are A and B. Which one you call which doesn't matter. Let's call the 3 A, and the B is 4. So now I put this into the Pythagorean theorem, which is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So I'm going to say 3 squared plus 4 squared equals, and I don't know what C is, but I got to square it. Okay. Now I just square these. I'm hoping we can do these in our head. 3 squared is 9. Right? That's a common mistake. 4 squared is 16. That equals C squared. Add these two guys together. 25 equals C squared. Now, how do I get rid of a square? You root it. That's right. So we're going to take the square root of both sides. So here the radical cancels the square, and I get 5 equals C. But maybe we already knew that that was 5 because this is a 3, 4, 5. It's the perfect triangle. So if you had a 5, 4, and it was right, then the other one would have to be a... Exactly. Yeah. Okay. If it's a 3, 4, 5, you don't have to show me the work. Okay? All right. Let's look at number 3. Okay, this time I know C. What's C? C is 4. Yeah, this has to, C equals 4. And then the 1 could be either A or B, and the question mark could be either A or B. What do you want the 1 to be?
Let's go B. Because B was on the bottom last time.
Yeah, but I heard B first. Oh wait, I heard A first, sorry.
Honestly, I don't care.
It really doesn't matter. So we're going to call this one B. So we know A and we know C, but we don't know B. So I'm going to put it in the right order. So it's going to be A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So 1 squared plus B squared equals 4 squared. Now, I square everything that I can. So 1 squared is just 1. And 4 squared is 16. And I solve the problem. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. So I get B squared equals 15. And what's the next step? Got to root it. Yeah, got to root it. Take the square root. Now, here's the problem with that. If I take my calculator and I get my calculator out, that's some stats stuff there, and I take the square root of 15, I had a problem. I mean, it's not a massive problem, but this is an irrational number. This is like pi. It's non-ending, non-repeating. So I have to round it. Where do I round it? I don't say it's 4, I can tell you that. Because 4 is the hypotenuse. I can't have two sides that are the same length. I can't have two hypotenuses. I don't know which one that is, right? Okay. Yeah? I think the nearest tenth would work. So what would that be? Yeah, the 3.9 would work. But what if you're asked for an exact value? If you're asked for an exact value, then nope. The answer is simply b equals the square root of 15. That's the exact. Now, we could say then it's about, right? Little squiggly equals is about 3.9, or if you wanted to say 3.87, or however, wherever you want to round that, that's fine. But if you've rounded it, you need to put the little squiggly there. But I'll be honest, I'm plenty happy with the exact answer. Square root of 15 is just fine. Okay? If you do round it, make sure you round it right. If you're not sure how to do that, ask me. Ask me. All right, let's look at number 4, and then I'm going to cut you loose on all these. Now, number 4 has a root 10. And so you might go, what am I going to do with that? Well, watch. It's quite simple. What side is that? Is that A, B, or C? That's C, correct, because it's across from the 90. The 3, A or B? Let's call it B this time. It doesn't really matter, but I think it'll put it sort of in a nice order. So what do I do with these? I square them, right? I add the two short sides, the A and the B, and I square them. So I'm going to say A squared plus B squared, which is 3 squared, equals the square root of 10 squared. And what happens when I square a square root? It cancels. That's right. So what do I have left over here? Just 10, right. So this is A squared plus 9 equals 10, because these guys cancel. So don't be afraid of those square roots. There's no reason to be afraid of them. They're going to cancel when you square the value. So I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So I get A squared equals 1. And if I take the square root of 1, what do I get? That's right, 1. If you're not sure, put it in the calculator. All right, that's a lot of new stuff. Give it a go.